break through the barriers. We want to prove something possible. And Bert looked at Dad and said, hey, I always wanted to fly around the world. And I love my family because my dad said, okay, let's do it. And they pull out the paper napkins and they start sketching. Then they thought, well, let's fund it. And they would go around to air show after air show, hat in hand, me as a little girl. Do you want to donate some money so my daddy can fly around the world? Lots of people laughed at me, but some didn't. And those are the spectacular people that made that flight possible. I mean, somebody came up and gave me $2, and he looked at me and he says, don't laugh, I'm not having lunch today. It's kind of like crowdfunding today. The Kickstarters, are you familiar with the Kickstart program? Well, this is 1986. We couldn't do anything like that. But they raised enough money to build an airplane that had the specific mission to fly around the world without stopping. It was paper thin and filled with fuel. It can't be possible. I mean, you look and you build something and you do and you push and you realized all the challenges that lay ahead of them to fly around the world without stopping. That's 26,000 miles. That's flying over hostile countries through bad weather in a home-built airplane. Maybe you should have rethought that. Sorry. Right here. Now, if you can, put your legs out straight. Now imagine a wall right here. So everything underneath you is not in your space anymore. Maybe add about this much next to you. 9 days. Oh, and add somebody in the back, your co-pilot, who you happen to be fighting with and you don't speak to each other. And he stands there in the Smithsonian and looks up and doesn't tell a soul that he's there. And when we leave, he always says, you know, they could take everything away from me that they want, but they'll never take away from me the fact that I built that son of a flew around the world. So make sure that you always look to the people next to you, because it's very likely the pilot that did the most amazing thing of the airplane that you're admiring is standing right next to you. I encourage you to live your bliss. And anything that you kind of always wanted to do. There's a lady here that mentioned she wanted to write a book. Anything that you wanted to take up drawing classes, water aerobics, which was basically one of the hardest things I've ever done. And because of the mashed potato incident, I went to culinary school. And so many people say to me, oh man, I always wanted to go to culinary school. I'm here to encourage you to go, to take the dance class, to write the book. Write the book. If you've ever always wanted to fly, learn to fly. It's spectacular. It's been a tremendous, tremendous pleasure meeting all of you. Thank you very much for your time.